Tonight, we bring you the latest riveting information from Galnet, our new weekly feature, the Galnet Food Digest. We try everything, so you don't have to. I'm Aemelia Hawke, and tonight we're going to be looking at one of the galaxy's rarest and most dangerous cooking ingredients, the Ochuang chili. Normally sold to the public in tiny quantities as Ochuang chili paste, there are many imitators and pretenders to its crown, but the original and best must be plucked straight from the plant. Due to the hazardous nature of these chilies, measuring a Google on the Scoville scale, yes, that has more zeros in it than the chat channel on a PvP combat broadcast, it is only licensed to be grown in one location of the galaxy, the station of Roddenberry, Gateway, in Ochuang. The plants themselves and their seeds are illegal to export in order to prevent their use as weapons of mass destruction. My apologies, I lost an M there. But first, a salutary tale from one of the seasonal student pepper pickers here at Roddenberry. I visited him in the infirmary. It appears that this student had been hired as labor to harvest the chilies grown in special hydroponics labs in the outer rings of the Orbis. His briefing involved being given a set of welding gloves, some plastic goggles, a face mask, a set of shears, a trug, yes, that's a little basket with a handle, and being told to ensure that he didn't eat any of the chilies that he had picked. The Ochuang chili we have here is as red as a racing mamba and has a rigid surface reminiscent of the kind of planet that the buckyball racers like racing on. There's a slight haze around it, as if the atoms in the air are trying to stay as far away from it as possible. The plant doesn't suffer from pests too badly, though the red fly in its native habitat are particularly vicious and can leave you with a nasty rash. The student, as all of them do, set about the task enthusiastically at first, but after the first 20 or 30 harvested, became a little lackadaisical with things, possibly due to the dehydrating nature of the work. He'd been swigging away at his water bottle, sufficient to leave him in need of a visit to the nearest facilities. Ignoring the advice to enter the decontamination chamber before performing any ablutions, the student proceeded to enter the cubicle and, as one does, prepare one's equipment for drainage. In gloves, which had been picking the chilies. Station security stated that the scream could be heard right around the ring, and medics rushed to the location just in time to see the screaming student break out in a purple sweat, which duly ran into his eyes. One particularly nasty effect of the Ochuang chilies in their raw state is that most of the fluids in one's body do their best imitation of lava. It was at this point that parts of him started to swell. Not all at the same time, and in some kind of pulsing sequence that left him looking like a balloon animal made by a drunken clown who had never seen a dachshund before. The medics broke open industrial Savlon dispensers, coating the student in soothing salve, and rolled him in the direction of the infirmary. It is said that he will be making a recovery in a month or two, once the humorous swelling and profuse sweating has gone down. But let this be a lesson to you. Always wash your hands. As for the flavor of these chilies, they're guaranteed to make even the most revolting kitchen concoction edible, mostly by burning the top layer of skin off your tongue. Next week, on the Galnet Food Digest, we meet the beast behind the Mukjin Beast Feast and ask, is every part of the Mukjin Beast safe for you to eat? And also, even if it is safe, is it sensible? This is Aemelia Hawke, very carefully removing her gloves. Tune in next week.